Welcome to episode 2 of Drew's Sportscast. Now, last week we talked about the AFC wildcard games, and I was 3 for 1. The only wrong answer I got was the Steelers. The Broncos really surprised me last week by beating the Steelers in overtime, and it was a historic moment. I mean, last overtime was the first time we used the new rule, and I like the new rules. I don't know about you, but I like the new rules. But, final score, Broncos win, Steelers go home. But it doesn't surprise me all that much with the Steelers' injuries. And Tim Tebow is actually throwing the ball correctly. Well, sometimes. Let's just put it that way, sometimes. Now, this week, we're going to talk about the next rounds of the playoffs, which are called the divisional playoffs. I'm going to start with the AFC just like I did last week, and finish with the NFC just like I did last week. We're going to start with the Ravens and the Texans in Baltimore. Now, the Ravens are 13-3 in the regular season, and the Texans fell to 10-6. That's not a bad record, 10-6. That usually gets you in the playoffs. But not only did that get them in the playoffs for the Texans, but they also won their division. Texans last week defeated the Cincinnati Bengals using the running game. Didn't I say that? Use the run game. Same thing this week. Use that run game. I know the Ravens have Ray Lewis and Charles Thomas as linebackers, but, trust me, they'll get tired sooner or later. They're both veterans. Ray Lewis has played 15 years. Terrell Suggs almost about 10. Use that. You'll tire him out quickly. Now, as for TJ Yates, he was consistent last week. He did throw the ball well. But the problem with TJ Yates, I've said, is he's inconsistent. That'll continue to be the problem for the Texans offense. Now, the Texans defense, one of the best in the league. And there's an old saying for the Green Bay in the old days. What is it? Oh yeah, defense wins championships. And that's what's going to have to happen for the Texans to beat the Ravens. Ravens have the best offense. I mean, Joe Flacco, you can't bank on him. The players in the offense you can bank on, limited. Bolden and Ray Rice, probably the two best players on that offense. And that's who you can bank on. Ray Rice, I believe, will run for over 150 yards, even though the Texans have the best defense. I think Ray Rice is going to, carry the momentum for this Ravens team. Once the Ravens score, the defense will start stepping up and making their shots. Expect the Ravens to win by a touchdown. Now, on to New England taking on Denver. Sorry, Tebow fans, this week it's probably going to end. The New England Patriots offense is way too strong. I'm sure they proved that in the first game they played against each other this season. If Tebow wants to start off hot, he'll eventually cool off. If he starts off cold, he will remain cold. What I suggest Tebow does in this game is run. Run. You run. Don't let anybody else run. You run. Because throwing the ball, even though the Patriots have the worst defense in the NFL, throwing the ball is not too good right now. Your throws. You're not a pitcher in the Major League Baseball league. You're a quarterback. Throw like a quarterback. Over the head. Over the head. You're not Randy Johnson. You're not Clay Meredith. Get over yourself. You can hate me all you want. I could care less, Tebow. No disrespect to the Broncos franchise or their fans, but Tebow's a dime a dozen. He's not going to last. And if he does, then somebody's got to be fired. And that's probably going to be the general manager. Moving on. Patriots. Their defense isn't all that great, but their offense is just an explosion waiting to happen. And when they explode, they don't stop. I mean, you've got Wes Welker, you have Deion Branch, you have two tight ends that are like 6'7" and 280 pounds apiece. Both of them broke the record for receptions for a tight end this year. And Rob Gronkowski, he has no business being a tight end. If anything, he should be a linebacker, because he can hit hard too. Now, the Patriots will win this game, hands down. I see the Patriots winning the NFC Championship, to be honest with you. The Patriots are going to have to keep their offense locked on, and that'll be all they need. Actually, you know what? Quite frankly, all they need is Tom Brady. Move on to the NFC now. We're going to start with the 49ers and the Saints. Now, this is going to be in San Francisco. The Saints have struggled on the road this season, 5-3. Still a winning record, but every game they won on the road was close. Now, the 49ers at home are good. I'm not 100% sure what their record is. I'm pretty sure they're undefeated at home. But here's the thing. If the 49ers are going to win this game, they're going to need their defense to step up. Big time. They can stop the run. The secondary in the pass game, it's a little shaky there. You can't really name any big cornerbacks on the 49ers except for Carlos Rogers. Now, the safeties are good. You have Deshaun Goldson, and you have Dante Whitner, but, they're going to have to really step up to get this done. Patrick Willis, we need to see him step up if you're a 49ers fan. Willis has got to step up because he's a beast himself. He's got to bust through that line and pressure Drew Brees. They can pressure Drew Brees. I don't know if they can pass game off its pedestal, if you want to call it that. The Saints had an easy time throwing against the Lions. 49ers have to stop that if they hope to win this game. The 49ers offense, it's not really that good to count on. Alex Smith is becoming more consistent, but he's not as consistent as the 49ers would like him to be. He has the receivers to throw to. Just needs to be more accurate and get more time. Their offensive line needs to protect him. The Saints defense can take advantage of that. You push Alex Smith, he'll get out of his groove and just have trouble all day. I expect the Saints to win this game, but not by more than a touchdown. Not like how they beat the Lions. Now finally it's going to be the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Last week the Giants destroyed the Falcons 24-2. All the Ravens got was a safety. Are you serious, bro? A safety. It's unlikely in the playoffs to even get a safety, but that doesn't even help the Falcons. I'm going to give 2 points. That's all I can give them in this game. Because the Giants' defensive line just destroyed Matt Ryan in that offense. They had no chance. From that get-go, it was done. Eli Manning did the rest. Now the Giants are going to do exactly what they did this week, to beat the Packers. I know in the regular season, the Giants lost to the Packers by a field goal in the last 10 seconds of the game. That's also something to look at. The Packers have been struggling when they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs during the regular season. And the Chiefs had their third-string quarterback in. That's a little surprising. So the Packers are going to have to get back into what they had toward the start of the season, and that's offense, power, offense, power, offense, power. Their defense is good, but they're the second worst in the NFL behind the Patriots. So the Packers defense, Clay Matthews, where'd you go? I know you're there, but you're not playing as good as you were. So, the Packers defense had to get alive again. Charles Woodson, give him a pep talk like you did in the Super Bowl. Pep talk. Do it like you did in the Super Bowl. It's easy. That's how you won. Defense stepped up. So that's the divisional playoffs for you. You may agree with my decisions or not. Comment below. Make sure you like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. See you next week for the NFC and the AFC Championship details.